So it's our week 16 brick workout today. Bike ride followed straight into a run. All right, week 13, Saturday brick ride. It's time to get out and do some hills. About 50 degrees outside today, not the warmest, but we're going to find about 3,000 feet of elevation and ride it hard. So see ya. One more practice on Saturday to wrap up week 12. Talk to you soon. Hey, welcome back to another episode. It has been a while, hasn't it? Yeah, I haven't quite done a great job of keeping these videos consistent, but like anything, if you don't succeed at first, try again. So we're going to give it another go around, and we're here at week 12, believe it or not, 3 months out from race day. So pretty exciting, but also a little bit frustrating, and we'll get into that as we go through a little update here. Give you an update on my training since my last video, as well as what's going on in the world. So, since we last spoke, training's been going pretty well. We've got some sunshine today. We've actually got the bike out here. Going to do a little stationary ride, taking advantage of the sun, and put it out on the patio here to get a little extra vitamin D in my system. So training overall has been going pretty well. I've lost about 20 pounds since the beginning of January, which I'm pretty stoked about. Feeling a lot more lean and a little bit stronger with the conditioning that I've been doing. My base feels pretty good. I'm starting to see a lot of runs at low heart rate that are coming down, so keeping zone 1 with about 9-minute miles, which for me is pretty good. And I'm consistently seeing that get better and better, especially on the hill runs. So I'm really excited about that. On the biking, I've been going pretty good, and now that we're getting into spring, I've actually had a chance to get the bike out of the garage 2 times now. This Saturday will mark 3rd time that she's been out on the road, hopefully. And the rides are starting to get a little bit longer too. So some 3-hour rides followed up by runs. And this weekend is going to be a 4-hour ride followed up by a run, which I've been managing to do pretty good at sticking to the schedule. If you recall from earlier videos, that's one of the things that I've talked about, is sticking to my schedule, and we've done a good job at that. So I've been making about 85 to 90% of the workouts that my coach puts on my schedule per week. I've definitely made all of the longer ones and the bricks on the weekends. So a couple of changes in the world have allowed me a little more time on the weekends and in the evenings to get to some workouts. But again, we'll talk about how that relates into the training here in a second. So on my bike rides, and in addition to my normal calculations that I've been doing, I've been much better at using one of my newer devices, which is just your basic bike computer. And then also, can't probably see them back here, but I'm pointing to the pedals. Pedals down there. I now have power pedals put on the bike, so I've changed my training a little bit. Instead of focusing so much on the heart rate on my bike rides, I'm focusing a lot more on the power, and that's definitely something new for me in the mix. So I'm learning as I go, with my coach instructing me along the way on how to train to power, but hopefully that will pay off in the long run when I get to my race, and I'll keep that power under control and at appropriate levels, so that way when I get to my run, I've got the energy that I need to get through it. Alright, so you say, what's been going on in the world that affects the training? Well, this little thing called coronavirus started to hit the global world at the beginning of the year, and really started to hit the US here in the beginning of March. In Seattle, we were one of the larger metro areas to sort of get hit first in the US with this, and as such, we've been under some very different living conditions right now. So work has been absolutely crazy. I'm trying to do my business work through this situation, as well as a lot of changes in the home life. We are under stay home, stay healthy orders, so abiding by those. We're staying home, working from home, doing homeschooling with my kids from home. It is absolutely amazing to be around the kids 24 hours a day with no other place to go. Yeah, so we've got that going on, and because of that, giving me a little extra opportunity in the evenings to get some bike rides in, to get some workouts in, not running the kids to practice, no other activities going on. So it has helped me focus on the exercise quite a bit. And honestly, for me, the exercise is kind of an outlet, a way for me to get away from various stresses and the stress that life and things like that bring. So I'm enjoying the extra opportunity to really focus on my training, but the one thing I'm not really excited about is there's a pretty big chance that my race is not going to take place. So the race is scheduled for early July. They have not canceled it yet, but I am expecting word to come, probably by the end of April from the Ironman organization on what they're going to do with the European races. So we're supposed to know about 50 days out before race day what they're going to do. We've got a couple of options. Option number one is they'll run the race as normal. Great, that would be great news. Option number two, they defer it to, say, August or September. That wouldn't be great news, but it's probably still doable. Option three, they move it all the way to next year and cancel it for this year. So really not looking forward to option three, and I hope that's not the one that ends up needing to take place. I hope the world is in a better position with this coronavirus, that by time June and July roll around, we can start getting out and traveling again, especially international travel, which is even a little more complex than just trying to travel locally amongst this virus that and this pandemic that's taken over. So we're waiting patiently to hear what happens there, and as soon as I know, I will let you know, because I'm sure you're all just sitting at home waiting to know what's going to happen with my race. So I'll keep you in tune with that. And for now, we are going to go hop on this bike and give ourselves a little afternoon workout. So until next time, stay healthy. All right, we're out here in the yard on a nice Thursday afternoon, practicing some stay home, stay healthy, and getting our groove on with the stationary bike.